We got pregnant fairly quickly. We had the girls in 2001, and I filed for divorce in 2011. There was still the constant fighting. He was checking up on me. He had other people checking up on me. When Chad was angry, he would lash out. His favorite thing to say about me is that I've been on more hot dogs than ketchup. And that implies that I'm a hoe. What's frustrating to me is that I've done everything I can think of to help Chad be a good dad. When you cook, you get to start making some recipes. Now that the girls are older, they've started to see things for themselves and who Chad really is. They've been there while he's used women, while he calls women degrading names. The girls are scared at times to see him. He's got a pretty bad temper. They never know from one second to the next if he's going to be the fun dad or if he's going to be screaming at them. The girls have made a decision that they don't want to see their dad right now, and they don't know if they want to see him in the future. He has messaged them on social media sites. He started showing up at their events. My daughters were practicing with the marching band in this field up here, and Chad was sitting over here watching them. They are paranoid to run into him. I tell them to be respectful to their dad, but I struggle because I know what he's capable of.
Well, Stacy, these girls are 17, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they're young women. These aren't infants. These aren't
Correct.
adolescents. These are young women.
Yes.
Do they think for themselves?
They do.
And have you had a conversation with them that alienates them from their father?
Of course not. I actually do the opposite. You know, I grew up without a dad, and I think it's very important for my daughters to have their dad. But enough is enough. I'm tired of feeling like I have to protect them. I'm tired of him lying about me, about the girls, to everyone that will listen. The girls get harassed from other people because of the things that he says.
Well, have you pulled them, have either of you or Chad, pulled them into adult issues between the two of you?
Chad has. I haven't. When they were younger, he would tell them things. You know, he would tell me when he was mad at me for whatever made-up reason. He would tell me he would try to make them hate me, and I would have to have conversations with them. You know, they're kids. They were kids at that time. It was middle school. They needed to stay kids. So I would tell them, if you ever have questions, you can ask me. I will always be honest. But if I feel you're too young to know, I'm just going to tell you that. So I just said, you know me, you trust me. That's all you need to know.
We've talked to your daughters. They have told us some really terrible things that he said about you.
Yes.
How do they know that?
He tells them. He tells them those things about me. I don't tell them what he says.
They say that you have shared with them some of the things that he has said about you to them in text messages or letters, things that he's said about you, things that you've given them a slanted view, and you haven't shared with them what you've said about him, but you've said some things to them that he said about you in frustration.
No, actually, I don't tell them those things. I don't feel like they should know. The things that they've read one text message conversation, and it was not about me. What the conversation was after the girl stopped talking to him, he was posting some things on social media about me. So, like, the girls and their dad got into a huge fight. I wasn't there. I had nothing to do with it. And when they decided they didn't want to talk to him, they wanted a break, he was posting